Hey, what's going on, guys? ThatDudeSirraj here, aka ThatDudeSirraj, or if this is on my YouTube channel, what's going on, guys? ThatDudeSirraj, peace, how you hanging? Also known as ThatDudeSirraj. So what's going on here? It's been a while since I've done some videos, but now I'm actually doing some firearm instruction, TDS training and education. It's the new company. The website, TDStrainingnow.com. Go check it out. It's still pretty lightweight right now, but I'm getting there. It's building up. So I was out here kind of just doing a photo shoot, in all honesty. And one of the things that I meant to do a video, I actually did do a video. It was with one of my shotgun team guys, one of the Blue Eagles. And it was about eye dominance, cross-eye dominance in particular. And what I wanted to do, since I was out here, got a couple rounds on me, figured I would just kind of demonstrate one of the issues that I was having personally that I was able to identify that later came in handy when I had a youth trap shooter that had the same issue. Now, what's going to happen here, I'll just break it down and make it as simple as possible, okay? When you have a firearm, right, you draw, especially if you're standing in a isosceles stance, a nice kind of forming a triangle here. As you can see, my point of aim with my arms is coming to a point, and then here I'm flat, okay? So if I go and I push and I'm flat, what happens is my natural pointing is actually off to the side, right? So if I don't watch how my gun is lined up, it can actually go off. Now that's of course where your eyes come in handy. This is where repetitive shooting comes in. You're gonna start to build up muscle memory for what's right and what's wrong. But one thing that I've noticed, particularly when I shoot long guns, I shoot left-handed. When I shoot pistols, I shoot right-handed. So the thing was getting the alignment right, so this way my brain could do the rest of the calculations in the background. But what was happening, I was pushing and everything seemed right, but I kept shooting off to the left. Now, what was happening, I wasn't actually getting my sights lined up with the pistol to my dominant eye, okay? Sometimes it was kind of in between in the middle. Sometimes it was actually in line with my right eye. But again, I'm still looking, my brain is focusing on what my left eye, my dominant eye, is picking up in my immediate target. So I was shooting off to the left. One of the things that I was, I researched and also was coached on and I've seen some other guys do was simply turning their head just a slight amount. What that does, it gets your non-dominant eye further off axis, which makes your dominant eye a little bit stronger because now that is right on your center of axis, and also coming off of your stance just a little bit to where instead of your feet are perfectly square, you kind of get that offside just back just a little bit, kind of changes the direction of your triangle some, which now, being that I'm shooting cross dominant from my dominant eye, I'm shooting left-handed strong side, now it's actually giving me a much straighter line, in line with the pistol. So if I point, that's where I want to hit. And remember, I'm a shotgun shooter, so wherever you point, that's where you're going to shoot. Okay, so now I'm here, and then also because I've tilted my head just a little bit, not tugging it, not doing anything crazy. I've seen some guys, I think it was touch your chin to your shoulder. I know some pretty broad-shouldered guys, and I had one of them out at the range, and his neck was way over here trying to touch the shoulder. We're a really wide guy. So that doesn't really work for all of us. I'm not huge broad-shouldered, but I mean, they're wide enough that trying to touch that chin to the shoulder really doesn't give me much sight here. So I don't know who came up with that technique, but again, coming up just a little bit off, it gets that dominant eye right down the middle and everything seems to line up. So I'm going to kind of demonstrate that. I'm here at 5 yards. I don't have two cameras on me, so forgive me here. I'm going to zoom in on the target. I'm going to be standing at 5 yards. I'm going to take a couple shots just out of the holster, right up, boom, boom, boom. I'll try not to overcompensate, and think about it. When you shoot a lot, you kind of tend to do that. I'm just going to try to have that natural off-aim point, and you'll see the hits will go to the left. And then I'll adjust, slight change in stance, little cock of the head, nothing major. I still like to see my target clearly with both eyes. Again, coming from trap shooting, both eyes open, right? If you're walking down the street, something happens, you got both eyes open, you don't go, that's not really how your body works. So I always kind of train to what's natural with your body. So two eyes open, just a slight cant, and back on target, and you should see those hits go from the left right back to the center. All right, let's give it a shot. Oh, did I pull those two? Darn it. Get back on center. Low. Not my most beautiful work, but all right. So as you can see here, not gonna lie, I got a little cocky. So you can see the first couple, 1, 2, 3, 4, I think that was 5. And then we tore a nice little ragged hole, 1, 2, 3. And yeah, I got a little cocky. I pulled these two. That was 4 and 5, and I was determined to get at least back in the center, so there was 6. But that was actually, that's one of my best little groups I've shot in a while. Well, that's not bad at all. Okay, so I hope that was a pretty good, quick demonstration of what happens when you're cross-side dominant, and a few little adjustments to actually get yourself back on to where you need to be shooting. So, and again, this was only at 5 yards. Not super slow, definitely not fast. It wasn't really a responsive, you know, responsive or reflex drill. But again, this difference magnifies under pressure. So when you're practicing, you definitely want to build up that muscle memory, know where your stance is, know where your natural alignment is to get you on target where you want to be. Hopefully that helps. Hopefully all of these videos will help, and I'll have a couple more coming down the pipeline soon. So with that, I do want to say, particularly for all of my YouTube subscribers, all of the guys that's followed me for the last couple years, I think my very first video was about 2011 or 2009, something like that. You know, thank you for following me. Thanks for, you know, still liking and subscribing and commenting. I do try to, especially now, I've been trying to get back in and respond in the comments. You know, so keep them coming. Any questions you have, definitely. Hopefully I'll try to answer them as thoroughly and quickly as possible. If you're in the Richmond, Virginia area or surrounding area, I am doing classes now. So I do concealed carry classes, and I do a RPS class, rifle, pistol, shotgun class, which gives a general overview of the 3 different types of firearms. I utilize my range here for range time, or if we need to, we can utilize one of the indoor ranges in Richmond. But yeah, you know, just trying to take it to another step. This has always been a passion for me, and right now, I definitely think that with the amount of guns that have been purchased and the responsibility that we have as gun owners to one another, to each other, to make sure that we're helping each other out, make sure that we're educating each other, and making sure that we're both safe and effective and efficient as gun owners, as shooters, whether it's competitive, whether it's recreational, whether it's hunting, or even if you wind up in that defensive situation, you want to make sure that you're as proficient and efficient as you possibly can be, and I'm just here trying to contribute to that. So for folks that may be new to the YouTube channel, again, that's youtube.com/ThatDudeSirraj, if you're wondering what the TDS stands for. ThatDudeSirraj, ThatDudeSirraj. I'll put the link somewhere, you know how that whole link thing goes. But yeah, again, thank you guys. Subscribe, like, share, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.